Hello, HUD House Hunters. It is Donnie Corum with the Integrity team at RE/MAX Real Estate Group and Colorado Springs ForeclosureDeals.com. Well, here we go. You ever been to a house where it looks like a bomb kind of went off and everything's just a mess? No? Well, you're about to. Today we're bringing you 1211 Lewis. Now this is a ranch style home and actually very beautiful Rustic Hills. So think Palmer Park and Powers area. Really easy access to Peterson Air Force Base. You could hop on Powers and jump down to Carson. It's a great deal, priced $70,000 below market. As always, I'm not going to give you the price. Click on the link right here at the top of the video. You will be able to find the price of this property, and I'm going to level with you. We are comfortably $70,000 below market. However, this house needs some work, so it's probably going to appeal to an investor out there. But here's the neat thing about watching our videos. We will bring you the top deals that are out there without you having to make the trip. So you can find them here. When I saw this on the MLS, I went, geez, 2,100 square feet in Rustic Hills, that's a ton of equity at that price. We got to check this thing out. Well, they may still have this a little overpriced. We'll see if you agree. Come on inside. You're going to love this one. As we start up the path to 1211 Lewis, it kind of looks like a bomb went off here in this yard, right? We just got stuff everywhere, just a ton of stuff. And listen, guys, I make light of this, but the reality of it is the great deals of the world, the ones where you're going to make a ton of equity, are the ones who look just like this. I've done flips this bad and even worse. So if you're an investor who's looking to, start into the flipping business, or maybe a handyman who knows how to do all the labor themselves, this is not necessarily a bad deal, but it is going to be tough to get a retail loan on this property. Here we are inside what can only be described as the living room. And it's a huge space, actually. And if you can imagine for a minute, we're painting and flooring it, okay? So you have to use your imagination, because right now it looks like heck. So new floors, if you put new carpet down here, and we painted up these walls, the windows are actually in pretty good shape, and the roof, as best we could tell, looks to be in good shape too. So flooring and paint is going to make a big difference. That's going to correct a lot of the problems with this property. As we continue along here, though, we've got our dining room space. There's a railing that goes into the finished basement. We're going to see that here in a little bit. But again, it looks like a ton of work because it is. Just again, keep thinking paint and carpet. Here we are inside the kitchen, and when I remodeled this exact floor plan, the first thing we did was rip this wall out so we could open up the space. So again, your opportunity here is to add equity by modernizing the floor plan. We're going to rip this all out. You've got an eating kitchen, nice space all the way over. This is going to seem a lot bigger than it does right now and add a ton to the market. As I was running the comps, I found ranchers in the neighborhood going for $250 to even $260 grand. So this is priced well below that. But it needs a lot of work, so maybe it's a good deal. It kind of depends on your ability to get it fixed up. This is the kitchen, right? These cabinets are gone, so we replace those. We're going to paint this out, maybe do a new backsplash. I promise you, when this is done, it's going to shock you how beautiful this could be. But today, you're buying equity, you're buying assets, and if you're a flipper, you're buying income, because there's a ton of spread on this thing. If you're willing to do the work, you can make a lot of money on this in retail condition. Along the way to the bedrooms, we're going to check out the bathroom. And again, as bad as this looks, remember, most of these surfaces will be gone. So vanities replaced, same as in the kitchen. In this era, they like to compartmentalize the rooms a lot. So it always these unnecessary walls in between stuff. I would rip this out, put a vanity here. That's going to take up less of the space. It's going to make this bathroom seem a whole lot bigger and give you a more modern feel to it, which will allow you to sell it for a lot more. Inside the full bath here, tile surround, $400 to $500 there. Paint, new toilet. This needs the whole shebang, but it's worth it because it is a payoff if you're willing to do it, okay? Those of you who are looking at our houses at a retail perspective, it'd be very difficult to get an FHA or VA loan on this. Difficult is not the right term. You can't get an FHA or retail loan on it because it's not an insurable condition by the FHA or VA. But conventional buyers or cash buyers, this is perfect. This room, walls, paint, carpet, not saying anything about bedrooms. They're generally just fixtures, paint, and flooring. So although it looks pretty rough, it's not a lot of work to redo a bedroom. Kitchens and baths where the real expense comes in. We are in the bedroom here, and this goes into the bathroom, so it's got a door into it there. As far as what it needs, I personally prefer to carpet the bedroom, so we're going to go right over those hardwood floors, but if you're a hardwood fan, we can refinish this relatively inexpensively. You got some drywall patching to do, some doors to slap on this thing, paint, flooring, you're good to go. Everything you want in a good flip. If you watch those A&E Flip This House shows, this is where they start generally, right? They buy a great deal, needs a ton of work, they put the work in, and like magic, they make a ton of money. Listen, that's not how it works in the real world, folks. The way it works is you put sweat equity in. You're painting every surface in this house. You're reflooring every surface in this house. You might spend $20,000 or $30,000 getting this remodeled. I know it seems like you're starting over, but for those of you who have flipped before, you realize that painted carpet's not that expensive. It takes time, it takes money. It does add up. I'm not going to kid you there, but if you're pricing this right, you've got the right contractors, this can be very affordable, very easy to do, and I work with only the best contractors. So if you buy a house to flip with me or my team, we will hook you up with our guys. You get the best deal in the contracting work, and you can and will make money on this deal if you buy it to flip it. You got to check out this basement because that's where the real magic happens on this one. We're heading downstairs. Be super careful here. Little low ceiling here. This was kind of common in this era, or maybe I'm just tall, one of the two. What's great about this rancher floor plan is they did this massive great room that goes all the way back here. What I like about that is the cost to refinish this is cheap. For some reason they went vampire black for the walls. Perhaps they were vampires, we won't know. But you don't have to worry about that. This is going to take a lot of kills and a lot of paint to cover, but it can be done. I've done it. It's expensive, it's time consuming, but it's doable. You just got to be dedicated to brightening up that color. As we continue this direction, I apologize this is so dark, but we're heading into the bedroom. Now, this is a 5-bedroom house, so what's neat about it is although it's a ton of work, this is a perfect home for a larger family looking for an affordable home. Do you know how hard it is to get a house under 250, 260 grand in good shape right now? Nearly impossible, much less in an established neighborhood like Rustic Hills. This is a great area. A lot of people love to come to this area, and it's still relatively affordable. Here we are in the 5th and final bedroom. And we were throwing a party, got a little confetti down here. But what do you need to do? Well, paint the walls, put some doors on, right? Recarpet the floors. I know it looks bad, but that is the idea. You got to look past the surface and look at the bones of the property. Up here, we got a random cut in the ceiling. My guess is they had a plumbing leak of some kind. They were trying to locate that, so they cut this hole out and never bothered to repatch that. So a little bit of expense there, guys, but literally $100 worth of drywall work from a solid drywall. Get that patched up and ready to go. It's not expensive. You just need the right people. So bottom line is what you got here is a 5-bedroom. There's a second bath off to the right there. It's really dark, so you're probably not going to be able to see that on the video. But you got 5 bedrooms, 2 baths, a 1-car garage that needs a door. You saw that at the beginning of the video, right? This house is priced well below market, and as long as you're willing to put in the necessary work to it, it can be very profitable for you to buy it and sell it instantly. You can make 20, 30 grand after the remodel, or to buy it and rent it out. Rents in the area can comfortably go for $1,500, maybe even $1,600 a month. You could be into this for so little that you would be cash flowing $300, $400, $500 a month in income on this property because you took the time to buy it, fix it up, and make some money on it long term. Plus, you're getting an equity position each and every single month. The door to the back has been bolted shut, so we're going to head out back here so you can see the backyard. One of the neat things about this property, it's on a 1/4-acre lot. Massive amount of space right here in the center of town. We don't find a lot of big lot spaces now, so this is definitely a plus. And here we go. Just check out all this wide open space here, okay? Tons of place to play. You go all the way back to that fence line towards the rear here. We're talking just about a 1/4-acre worth of land right here in the center of town. Again, Palmer Park and Powers area. This is a sweet deal, but it's going to require a very special buyer, somebody who understands how to do the work or can hire or contract it out. And of course, you need to get a conventional loan on it because FHA or VA will not work on the property at 1211 Lewis. Let's recap this thing and wrap up. Once again, we're at 1211 Lewis Street, which is located on Palmer Park and Powers. It's a 5-bedroom, 2-bath, 1-car garage home with a little over 2,000 square foot of living space. Look around. You're in a neighborhood here that supports 240, 250 all day long. It's actually a very nice place to live This house is priced well below that, but houses at this price bracket, especially with all the investors in the market right now, they do not last long. So to get involved is very simple. Click on the link at the top of the screen, register there. You'll get instant updates of other properties like this one right as they hit the market, or give us a call if you're interested in 1211 Lewis. This house is going to move very quickly. There's a lot of investors out there who recognize this kind of opportunity. The neat thing, instead of you coming here, we're bringing it to you right here on Colorado Springs ForeclosureDeals.com. With that, this is Donnie Corum with the Integrity team at RE/MAX and Colorado Springs ForeclosureDeals.com. We thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's going to be an incredible buying season here in Colorado Springs. We look forward to bringing the best deals to you right here and right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are the future.